Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English learning channel. Today, we are going to talk about a really important topic, how to improve your writing skill.
Yes, writing is one of the hardest parts of learning English, but it's also one of the most useful. Everyone needs to write. Emails, essays, messages, reports, or even social media posts.
Exactly. Many learners can speak and listen quite well, but when it comes to writing, they feel nervous or stuck.
That's true. Some people say, I don't know how to start, or I don't have enough vocabulary, or my grammar is bad.
But the good news is that writing can be improved step by step. You don't need to be perfect from the beginning.
Absolutely. Writing is a skill, not a talent. The more you practice, the better you become.
Let's start by talking about what makes writing difficult for most learners.
Okay, first, I think people don't plan before writing. They just start typing without knowing what they want to say.
Yes, and then they get confused halfway and stop. Planning really helps. Even a small outline can make writing easier.
Right. For example, before writing an essay, you can decide what your introduction will say, what your main points are, and how you'll end it.
Another big problem is vocabulary. Some learners know many words, but they don't know how to use them correctly in sentences.
Exactly. It's not about knowing difficult words, it's about choosing the right words.
That's why reading is so helpful. When you read books, articles, or blogs, you see how writers use words in real contexts.
Yes, reading improves your writing naturally. You learn new expressions, sentence structures, and ideas.
Also, when you read good English writing, your brain starts to copy that style. It becomes easier to write correctly without thinking too much.
True. Reading and writing are like best friends. They help each other.
So, one great way to improve writing is to read every day.
And then write something short every day, too. Even just a paragraph about your day.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be long or perfect. The goal is to make writing a daily habit.
Many learners say, but I don't know what to write about.
That's a common problem. You can write about anything: what you did today, what you want to do tomorrow, your goals, or your thoughts.
Yes, or describe your favorite movie, your favorite food, or even write your opinion about something in the news.
I like that. The topic doesn't matter much. What matters is that you're practicing.
I also think keeping a journal helps a lot.
Definitely. A journal is private, so you can write freely without worrying about grammar or mistakes.
And when you read your old journal entries, you'll notice your progress.
Yes, you'll see how your sentences become longer, more natural, and more confident.
Another helpful thing is to learn new vocabulary and try to use it in writing immediately.
That's a very effective method. When you learn a new word, make a sentence with it or write a small story using that word.
For example, if you learn the word inspire, you can write, My teacher inspires me to learn English every day.
Nice sentence. Using new words in your writing helps you remember them for a long time.
Exactly. But don't just memorize random vocabulary lists, learn them in context.
Yes, context gives meaning. When you see how a word is used in a sentence, you understand its tone, collocations, and feeling.
Another thing to improve writing is to check your grammar carefully.
Right. Grammar is the backbone of writing. Even small errors can change the meaning.
You can use online tools like Grammarly or Language Tool, but don't depend on them completely.
True. Use them as a guide, but always try to understand the reason behind the correction.
That's how you really learn. If you don't know why something is wrong, you'll repeat the same mistake.
Exactly. Also, reading your writing out loud helps you find mistakes or awkward sentences.
Oh, yes, that's a very useful trick. When you read aloud, you can hear if something sounds strange or unnatural.
If it doesn't sound natural, you can change the sentence structure or add connecting words.
Speaking of connecting words, they make your writing smoother.
Yes, words like however, therefore, in addition, for example, and as a result help your sentences flow.
Many learners forget to use them, so their writing feels like separate pieces instead of one clear idea.
Linking words are like bridges between sentences. They guide the reader.
That's a beautiful way to describe it.
Thank you. And speaking of bridges, another bridge to improvement is feedback.
Yes, getting feedback from teachers or friends is very helpful.
Sometimes we think our writing is clear, but others may not understand it. Feedback shows us those weak points.
Exactly. And it's important not to take feedback personally.
Right. Feedback is not criticism, it's an opportunity to grow.
I like to read my teacher's comments and then rewrite my essay using the corrections.
That's the best way to learn. Rewriting is powerful. You learn from your own mistakes.
Yes, rewriting makes you aware of your progress.
Also, practice writing different types of texts, not only essays.
That's true. Try writing emails, letters, reports, and even stories.
Each one teaches you something different. Reports make you clear and formal. Stories make you creative.
And emails teach you polite expressions and tone.
Exactly. When you write in different styles, your writing becomes flexible and strong.
I also recommend setting small goals. For example, write 150 words every day for 1 week.
Yes, small goals are easier to achieve and they give you motivation to continue.
When you complete one goal, increase the challenge. Maybe write 300 words the next week.
Step by step, your confidence grows.
Writing is just like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
Well said. Writing is a skill you build over time.
Sometimes I read my old writing from 1 year ago, and I'm surprised at how much I've improved.
That's a great feeling, right? It shows that consistent practice works.
Yes, and it makes me proud.
Another helpful thing is to copy good sentences from native writers and try to rewrite them in your own way.
That's a fantastic exercise. It helps you learn natural patterns and rhythm.
You can take a paragraph from an article and then write a similar paragraph about a different topic.
That's right. You're learning structure, not just content.
Also, don't forget punctuation. It's small, but it changes meaning.
True. Many learners forget commas or put full stops in the wrong places.
Reading out loud also helps with punctuation. You can feel where the pause should be.
Yes, writing clearly is not only about grammar, but also about rhythm and clarity.
And clarity comes from simple language.
I agree. You don't need big words to sound smart. You just need clear, correct sentences.
The best writing is easy to read and understand.
That's true for every kind of writing: essays, emails, or even stories.
Another tip, after you finish writing, take a break before editing.
That's a good one. When you rest your mind, you can see your writing with fresh eyes.
Yes, you'll notice mistakes or strange ideas that you didn't see before.
I do that often. Sometimes I write at night and check it again in the morning.
Same here. It always looks different the next day.
So planning, practicing, editing, feedback, reading, and patience. These are the keys.
Exactly. And don't forget motivation. Keep reminding yourself why you want to improve your writing.
Maybe it's for school, work, or personal growth. Whatever the reason, keep it in your heart.
When you enjoy writing, it becomes easier and more meaningful.
I agree. Writing can even become a form of self-expression.
Yes, it helps you organize your thoughts and understand yourself better.
It's not just about grammar or vocabulary, it's about communication.
Beautifully said. Writing allows you to share your ideas with the world.
And when people read your words and understand your message, it's a wonderful feeling.
Absolutely.
So, to everyone listening, don't be afraid to start writing today.
Even if it's just one paragraph, that's the beginning of your improvement.
And remember, progress takes time, but it always comes.
Keep reading, keep writing, and keep learning.
That's the secret to success in writing.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.